I'm Queen Natasha of the Indonesia channel in Jakarta, and this is your TIC News Break on the hour, every hour. Here's what's happening in Indonesia. Bank Indonesia has eased off the accelerator with a decision to raise its benchmark interest rate by only 25 basis points to 5.50%, citing the slowing inflation and inflation expectation as its primary reason. The increase was lower than the 50 basis points raise the market expected, similar to the rate of increase in each of the past 3 months as Bank Indonesia sought to curb domestic inflation and closely track the U.S. federal fund rate increases to dampen capital outflows. The latest raise was to ensure that the decline in inflation expectations and inflation would continue. The central bank expected core inflation would remain below 3.5% by the end of this year, well within its target of 2 to 4%. The headline inflation in Indonesia has been downward in the past 3 months, with the consumer price index rising by 5.42%. This marks a significant improvement from the 7.51% increase seen in the preceding months. The central bank now projected Indonesia's $1 trillion economy should expand by around 4.9% next year at the midpoint of its projection range of 4.5 to 5.3%. Indonesia is preparing to increase its biodiesel blending to 35% next year, and this plan will cause the crude palm oil price to average $970 per metric ton in mid-2023. The B30 mandate is currently in effect, meaning that the fuel sold within the country contains 30% palm-based biodiesel. Indonesia first introduced the mandate in 2015, starting with 15% biodiesel content, and later gradually raised the blend rate over the years. In 2022, biodiesel consumption stood at approximately 10.6 million kiloliters, up from 9.29 million kiloliters in the previous year. The Energy and Mineral Resource Ministry has given a signal that it would start implementing B35 in January 2023 and B40. In 2022, biodiesel consumption stood at approximately 10.6 million kiloliters, up from 9.29 million kiloliters in the previous year. In the financial markets, here's how stocks and the currency closed in Jakarta and around the region. If you're heading to Indonesia or traveling within the country, here's the weather forecast for major destinations. And that's what's happening in Indonesia. I'm Queen Natasha with your TIC News Break.